Hello, my name is Janice Arnaud, and I'm a fitness instructor and yoga therapist. And today we're going to work with some strength and conditioning movements, starting with some spinal warm-ups to get our body moving and check in with how you're feeling today. So starting with your feet about hip width apart, bend the knees just a little. Think of pulling the navel to your spine, maybe even just 30% effort. Hands on your thighs, hinging at the hip joint. Just coming forward a little ways, doesn't have to be a huge movement. And we're going to press off the legs, reaching the arms up and around. We'll just do that 3 times. Bending, extending. So there's your spinal extension. And here's a little spinal flexion. Good. And as the arms come out to the side this time, take note of bending the elbows a little bit. Gives the shoulder a little bit of space. I'm going to widen the feet. Could be shoulder width or a little wider, depends on your body. Take a breath here. Exhale, gently turning. Inhale to center. So nice small movements. We're just hydrating the spine. Your main channel, your central energy channel, every nerve in your body is passing through. That's Sushumna or your spine. Last time each side. Think about it, 72,000 nerve channels passing through the spinal column. Good. And then arms down. So that was your first twist of the day. We're going to take one arm up now and do your first side bend. So as the arms reach up, encourage your shoulder to relax. Sometimes I see this. So just make some space. So reaching through the fingers, rooting through the feet. Take a breath. And we're going up and over, reaching. Getting a little taller, and the arm can swing down and up. We'll do 3 times on either side. Reaching, that's it. Last one. Just feel a little bit taller after I do this. Good. And we'll do the other side. So the arm floats up. Take a moment to pause and ask your shoulder if it can relax a little bit. Reach through the fingers, grounding into the feet. Big breath. Up and over, and up and down. Good. Inhaling up, reaching, and up and down. Last one. Good. That's it. Good. And then we'll just take the feet back to hip width. And we'll just add on to this with a little bit of extra spinal extension. So take the arms to your body here. You're going to extend your arms up, bend the knees, and here we are in a bit of flexion. Extension, flexion. It's sort of a standing version of sort of cat-cow movements. Last one. Good. And as your arms come down, we'll widen the feet and turn them out. Of course, if your knee is grumpy and you don't want to bend your knee, you don't have to. Some guidelines here. My feet are wide. My feet are slightly turned out. Again, your hip is going to determine what's comfortable for you. Let your comfort guide you and your own specific body specifications from your doctor. Whatever's going on for you, just keep that into consideration. So I'm going to find a nice goddess squat. So I'm just imagining pulling the navel to spine and sliding down a wall. So I'm trying not to hinge forward. I'm trying to stay tall. Doesn't have to be big. And then I'm checking in with my knee to encourage a stacking of the knee over the ankle. So the feet might have to move out. So if you notice this happening, you would move your feet out accordingly. So you can root down, pull the navel to spine, okay? Coming up. So these movements are from the Moving Warrior series, ancient strengthening yoga practices for encouraging deep breathing and some lower body strength. So looks like we're going swimming. So we're going to take a breath in. Scooping the arms in as the arms float forward, palms up as if I'm just offering you something. I'm going to bend the knees, sink down, rooting into my heels. So it's like a swimming action. Inhale, think breathing into the rib cage. Exhaling down. Good. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. One more. And then just see if you can stay in that squat position. Again, you could just do the arms if that was more comfortable for you. But from here, if it feels comfortable, the elbows are going to bend. So top of the hands touch. Good. Take a breath. On the exhale, push through the feet. Arms come down. Inhale, arms extend, elbows bend. Backs of the hands might touch, they might not. And down you go. Inhale. It's called the flying eagle. Exhale. Good. One more. And exhale. Good. And we'll take the arms to your side, to your chest in the namaste pose. We're going to bend the knees, sink down into your heels. Good. See how this feels. Lifting one heel, then the other. Good. You can even lift both. And you could certainly leave that out if you need to. Good. So now we'll add in the movement. So we're going to reach up, take a breath. On the exhale, as you slide down, maybe the heels lift, maybe not. And down. That's it. Good. And then just coming back into center, walking the feet in, shaking them out. All right. So we'll work on a little bit of grounding movements with the block. So again, blocks are really great tools, or a little yoga block. I'm using a 3-inch yoga block. You could use anything. Could be 3-inch, could be 4-inch. If it doesn't work for you, you can leave it out. So placing it in between the legs, avoiding the knee joint. If you're shorter limbed or you have an injury, you might have to shorten that a little bit. And sometimes if people are having active sciatica, this is not comfortable. Sometimes hugging it to 10% is good for people, and squeezing it more is not. So again, check in with your body, check in how you feel afterwards. If something is causing you any discomfort, you'll leave it out. So from this position here, I'm going to bend my knees. As I straighten the legs and squeeze the block, I can feel those core muscles engaging. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Elbows come out to the side, hands on my shoulders. I'm going to take a breath and turn. Inhale to center and exhale to turn. Inhale to center, exhale to turn. Last time. Good. And then relax. And that's a great little spinal warm-up in and of itself, which can be done in the morning or before a practice of any sort, standing, seated.
You can visit me at my website, inwardboundwellness.ca, or my Facebook page, Inward Bound Wellness.